Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to your mid-December energy reading. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Please take what resonates and leave the rest out, okay? So let's go ahead and get started, Leo. Thank you for being here again. Okay, so Knight of Swords as the main situation. And we have the Moon as your potential block. And we have the High Priestess here showing up, and she's showing up as the outcome. When I see the Knight of Swords, I see a very strong, busy energy. You mean business during this time. Some of you guys feel like you want to get things accomplished as quickly as possible. The Knight of Swords is also can represent a message coming your way that kind of gets things in motion, right? So this could be a news, a message, an offer that really gets things in motion. The swords are ruled by the element of air. This is a fast, speedy information or news coming your way that is going to change the pace of things in your life, essentially. Your day to day is going to get very affected, right? So your routine can get affected, can get altered by any whatever change might come your way. We have here the moon as the block, and that can indicate to me this energy of resisting the change. The moon can show your fears, it can show your subconscious like wounds, right? So sometimes it can represent our shadow, right? And it can be that these things come up when we least expect it and when it's the least convenient. So when all of these things are speeding up for you, you might feel this resistance of like, no, I'm not ready, or I don't want to do this. I don't even know where these feelings are coming from. I feel unsettled. I feel uncomfortable. And Spirit is saying, with the High Priestess showing up here in the outcome, is saying you got to tap within, and you also have to find grounding practices. Passiveness is very important to the High Priestess. She is very receptive, and she gets her wisdom from within. So when the High Priestess shows up in your reading, it can indicate that Spirit is asking you to connect within, right? To make the time for passiveness, which is very interesting because you have this Knight of Swords, which is showing a very speedy energy coming your way. Also, the High Priestess can indicate, again, a revelation. So there's a strong theme of you finding out something coming your way that maybe you didn't see coming. And the moon can just show that maybe there could be difficulties with handling this kind of information coming your way. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and clarify. And to clarify, we're going to start with this Knight of Swords and see what the Knight of Swords wants to tell you, Leo. So let's go ahead and get into it, my loves. Okay, Leo, so with the Knight of Swords, you have Queen of Wands. And then you also have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like what this is showing is, first, there is this need to look at the opportunity, situation, information coming your way. It's not going to be something overnight. But with the Queen of Wands, it shows that there is success and there is good fortune coming your way, like something of a good omen coming your way. Something that makes you feel excited, that makes you feel good about being in that particular situation. But it just requires this grit, this level of commitment, this level of patience, this level of, kind of adjusting the expectation of the pace, because right now in the main situation, this is going to come at you fast, but Spirit is saying it's not always going to be fast. So when it starts to slow down, you really have to iron down your commitment. Okay. I want to get one more on this. I know you have the Six of Cups. Interesting. So the Six of Cups can symbolize that this could be bringing things about your younger self, like your childhood, things or memories from the past that can bring a level of, I would say uncertainty, because it almost feels triggering. So it could feel that maybe some of you guys have certain issues that this journey, the different pace of this journey can really bring out these unconscious feelings that haven't been completely processed. So that's really interesting. I want to get into the moon, which actually that alone can be what the moon is representing as well, which is your block. So for the moon, please give me 2 cards. Oh, look at that. Okay, so look, I mean, these cards are intense. You have the Tower showing up. You have the Nine of Wands showing up. And then you also have the Seven of Swords, all right? So revelation, the thing about finding out news, information coming your way that's going to speed up things. I see it here very clearly. The tower, right? A breaking down of a structure that no longer serves you. Okay. So whatever information you're getting is going to break down a lot of the things that have been familiar to you. This is not a bad thing. It's just chaotic. Okay. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It can represent you expecting the worst, right? And being ready for this battle, but at the same time feeling extremely tired, extremely exhausted. Spirit is saying, don't give up. The final push is there. Just sit with this one, okay? Like fight through the end. See it through because a change will come. Seven of Swords, however, can indicate that these are potentially things, what you find out can be potential things that have been happening behind your back, and it can bring a level of discomfort, a level of feeling kind of betrayed, and that could be why the Six of Cups, these complicated emotions are showing up here for you. Give me on the High Priestess, please. Oh my God, I just talked about the grit, the dedication, Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the oh my God, Eight of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. Look at that. That is crazy. So I see a commitment, but I also see a walking away. It's like two extremes, you know? And I just feel like I said, the Knight of Swords is going to bring like a level of truth. And this truth will speed up things, right? So it could be that you have to make some adjustments in your life very fast, very quickly, very drastically, so to speak. But then after that, right, comes the grit, comes the commitment, right? And that's that Eight of Pentacles, the dedication, the persistence, the resiliency when things are not like going at the pace that you would want them to go. Spirit is saying, don't lose faith, don't lose hope, don't lose sight, don't lose, eye on the prize. Just keep your eye on the prize. Final messages, please. Oh my God. Ace of Swords and the Fool. Look at that. Ace of Swords is that truth being revealed that you can't just go back and kind of like pretend like it didn't happen. Like when the Ace of Swords shows up, or even the Knight of Swords or the Page of Swords, any of the suit cards of the swords, it's just this energy that it shows you what it is, and you can't just ignore it, because if you do, it's a problem, you guys. You get stuck in a cycle. So this revelation, this breakthrough, this, new beginning, so to speak, it really does open you to release a lot of attachments and kind of go back to the 0 point. So you're able to, start from a point that is fair to you, right? I wouldn't want to say all over, but from a point that is fair to you, meaning letting go of the things that have been keeping you in a chain, that has been keeping you restricted, that has been keeping you not in your full authentic light. And the full is just this level of authenticity and just like shedding all of the weight and expectations that come with, us wanting and desiring success in certain parts of our lives, right? So with that being said, please let me know if this reading resonated with you in any kind of way. If it did, drop me a comment down below, and I will see you guys on the next reading. Bye.